Masaya at magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Ating ngayong pag-aaralan ng tungkol sa traditional Asian theater music. Una nating titignan yung Japanese Kabuki. Pangalawa, yung Peking opera. At pangatlo, yung Wayang Kulit. Ang Japanese Kabuki ay isang na art traditional theater art na ginaganap na mayroong style. Sabi dito, Kabuki is a Japanese traditional theater art that is performed in a stylized manner which combine acting, singing, and dancing with a rich blend of music, mime, dance, costume and props, and has been in existence for almost 4 centuries. 4 centuries, 400 years na po yan. The term kabuki in modern Japanese means ka, song, bu, dance, and ki, skill. It is a highly play that actors show their wide range of skills in visual and vocal performance. Kabuki was founded in 1603 by Okoni, a Shinto priestess, isang madre. She and her troupe of mostly women performed dance and comic sketches on a temporary stage setup in a dry riverbed of the Kumagawa River in Kyoto. Her troupe gained national recognition and their plays evolved into kabuki that would later become one of the major classical theater in Japan. Tignan natin kung paano ginagawa ang pagtatanghal sa teatro ng kabuki.
Kabuki is a Japanese traditional theatre form which originated in the Edo period at the beginning of the 17th century and was particularly popular among townspeople. After 1868, when Japan opened up to Western influences, actors strove to heighten the reputation of kabuki among the upper classes and to adapt the traditional styles to modern tastes. Today, kabuki is the most popular of the traditional styles of Japanese drama. Important characteristics of kabuki theatre include its particular music, costumes, stage devices, and props, as well as specific plays, language, and acting styles, such as the mi, in which the actor holds a characteristic pose to establish his character. Originally, both men and women acted in kabuki plays, but eventually only male actors performed the plays, a tradition that has remained to the present day. Male actors who specialize in women's roles are called onagata. Two other major role types are aragoto, rough style, and wagoto, soft style. The actors speak in a monotone voice and are accompanied by traditional instruments. Kabuki plays are about historical events and moral conflict in affairs of the heart. The Kabuki stage is equipped with several devices, such as revolving stages and trapdoors, through which the actors may appear and disappear. Another speciality of the Kabuki stage is a footbridge, hanamichi, that extends into the audience. Keshi, the special makeup, provides an element of style that is easily recognizable, even by those unfamiliar with the art form.
So, yan po yung pagtatanghal ng Kabuki. Atin namang isusunod yung sa China na tinatawag nilang Peking Opera. It says here that Peking Opera, also known as the Beijing Opera, still follows traditional Chinese arts in stressing the meaning. Rather than a precise action, opera artists' goal is to make every performance exceptionally beautiful in every movement they will make. The performer's vocal techniques as well as rhythm and melodies vary depending on his or her thoughts, feelings, adhering to basic strict conventions that are based on the real life experiences presented in an artistic and symbolic manner. So performances are accompanied by music, usually played on three types of instrument. Three types of instrument, namely wind instrument, string instrument, and percussion instrument. Atin ngayong tignan yung performance ng Peking Opera.
Peking opera is recognized as China's national opera. Based on Pihuan tunes, it incorporates various Chinese opera formats, including Kunqu opera. In the mid-19th century, the coalescent performing art of Peking opera, which integrates singing, reciting, dancing, and martial arts, finally came into being. One milestone on this path was the entry of the four great Anhui troops into Beijing in 1790. Peking opera has well-established standards and forms for its music, script, performance and stage design. It can be performed in various rhythms, such as free rhythm, adagio, moderato, allegro and smooth rhythm. Major accompanying instruments for wanchang or non-martial plays are strings like jinghu, yueqin and xianze, supplemented by pipes like sona and dize. In contrast, percussion instruments, including bangu, daluo, xiaoluo and naobo, are used for wuchang, or plays which have a martial theme. Rhyme is of great importance in the singing and reciting of Peking opera. There exists a strict set of rules of libretto composition based on the official language of the Ming and Qing dynasties and the Beijing dialect. The performance of Peking opera is characterized by its exaggerated and symbolic style. Transition in time and space can be freely yet fully represented by the performance, the costumes, the props, and the music. Costume and headdress are both delicate yet also flamboyant. Facial makeup highlights the character's personality and social identity with exaggerated symbols, patterns, and colors. Peking opera features four major types of performers, namely the sheng, the main male role, dan, any female role, jing, the painted face male role, and chou, the male clown role. These in turn can be further divided into subtypes based on age and profession. Singing and dancing are equally important for Peking opera. Performers have to follow the established format of movements of hands, eyes, body and feet, as well as integrating their own feelings. There are over 30 schools of Peking opera, and repertoires of each are still being performed today. Performance style named after Mei Lanfang, the founder of the Mei School of Peking opera, is regarded as the most representative of China's opera performance styles. Tradition and innovation are both highly valued. Today, Peking opera is still being passed down from generation to generation by oral teaching, which inspires true understanding within. Many young people are trained by their elder relatives at home or by teachers at school. There are over 3,000 Peking opera plays, about 400 of which are still regularly staged. They tell stories about history and social and family life. Being informative and entertaining, Peking opera is enjoyed by people of all social classes. As the torchbearers and practitioners of the art, China's Peking opera troupes are continuously collecting traditional plays and compiling new ones, all the while enriching content and performance techniques. Social awareness of the art has been raised through tours, on-campus shows and international exchanges. Peking opera is performed not only on the stage, but also in parks, backyards and living rooms. And of course there are audio and video recordings. Peking opera is an integral part of life for a large number of amateur performers and fans. The general public has greatly contributed to its inheritance and development. Peking opera has become a cultural bond linking Chinese people both at home and abroad. It helps to strengthen cultural identity. Peking opera can enhance world cultural diversity and promote the public's understanding of traditional culture and its respect for classic art. The Peking Opera Steering Committee has been established by China's Ministry of Culture to safeguard Peking opera with supportive policies. In recent years, over 500 hours of selected videos of China's Peking opera have been recorded and published, where the essence of traditional Peking opera has been comprehensively documented. In 2006, Peking opera was included amongst the first group of national intangible cultural heritage to be listed. By 2008, 15 Peking opera arias had been included in the textbooks for elementary and high school students by China's Ministry of Education. Peking opera, a precious heritage and classic art form, represents the highest level of traditional Chinese operas and expresses the aesthetic ideals of the Chinese nation. It is a precious, intangible cultural heritage of all humanity.
So yan ang Peking opera ng China. Ating titignan susunod yung wayang kulit ng Indonesia. Ang wayang kulit ng Indonesia ay kakaiba at ito ay may iba ring style na ipapakita. Katulad ng Kabuki, Peking opera, ito ay may maganda ring ipapakita. Ating titignan.
Musical styles. The ancient Wayang form of storytelling originated on the Indonesian island of Java. For 10 centuries, Wayang flourished at the royal courts of Java and Bali, as well as in rural areas. Today, Wayang is practiced not only on Java and Bali, but also on the islands of Lombok, Madura, Sumatra and Borneo, where various local performance styles and musical accompaniments have developed. Wayang performances are visually striking, owing mainly to the puppets themselves. Although these carefully handcrafted objects vary considerably in size, shape and style, two principal types prevail. The three-dimensional wooden puppet, Wayang Klitik or Golek,
Jadi bisa pakai layar, bisa
and the flat leather shadow puppet, Wayang Kulit, projected in front of a screen lit from behind. Both types are characterized by stylized costumes and facial features, and articulated body parts. The master puppeteer, or dalang, carefully manipulates the swiveling arms by means of slender sticks attached to the puppets. In the past, puppeteers were regarded as cultivated literary experts who transmitted philosophical, moral, and aesthetic values through their art. The words and actions of comic characters representing the common man have provided an acceptable vehicle for criticizing sensitive social and political issues, and it is believed that this special role may have contributed to Wayang's survival over the centuries. Wayang stories borrow characters from indigenous myths and ancient Indian epics, while heroes from famous Persian tales feature prominently in the distinctive narrative styles developed in Java and Lombok. Spectators of all ages are passionate about the performance. Samar, one of the most popular figures and the wise counselor of the king and lords, comes on stage. A choir accompanies the performance with its singing. Samar crosses the stage. Samar is an important figure present in all performances. The music helps to create different atmospheres appropriate for each scene. Thanks to his master's skills, Karang is able to dance to the rhythm of the orchestra, which is conducted by the dalang, using a little bell and a small drum. The Korokora demon and Vishnu come on stage. Ramawiyaya gets ready to shoot the magic arrow. The spectators are enthralled. The Rarono demon is hit by the arrow.
Lebur dening pangastuti. Rama Wijaya, aku mau mati. Aku ora mati. Aku ora mati. Suradira jayaning rat lebur dening pangastuti. Aku mau mati. Aku mau mati. Surasudira jayane kanangrat Subrastola tekaping Darmastuti. Aku mau mati.
Renowned for its elaborate...
So, yan po yung wayang kulit ng Indonesia. So, sabi dito na in wayang kulit, the dalang sings the mood songs suluk at regular intervals during performance. Suluk are never accompanied by the full gamelan ensemble. Often a single instrument accompanies the singer. never more than 3 or 4. The major dramatic function of gamelan music is to accompany stage action, entrance, exits, and fight scenes are executed in time to gamelan music. Gamelan ensemble is composed mainly by bronze percussions augmented by other percussions, instrument, string, and flute. Ito po yung tungkol sa Asian traditional theater music na tinampok yung Japanese Kabuki, Peking opera, at Wayang Kulit. By the way, nais kong balikan yung wind instrument, string instrument na gamit ng Chinese. Ito yung mga binabanggit nila na mga instrument na ginamit sa performance. So, hanggang dito na lamang yung last quarter or fourth quarter lesson ng Music 8. Maraming salamat sa inyong panonood at pakikinig.